Kia ora tātou and welcome to day 2 of the New Zealand Economics Forum, hosted by the University of Waikato and Te Raupapa, the Waikato Management School. Of course, we're waking to news today, very sad news out of Europe, that it looks like there is war in the Ukraine. We touched on that yesterday, and of course I suspect it will be a theme during today's conversations. We've had a long discussion yesterday, a long day for those watching online, but a lot of fantastic presenters, so thanks again to all that presented yesterday. And we've got a very strong session this morning. We'll be joined here soon by Reserve Bank Governor Adrian Orr. Of course, monetary policy very much in the spotlight. He'll be speaking at about 8:45. Following him, we'll have an expert panel on monetary policy, so that's going to be an interesting back-to-back session. We'll then have a session on fiscal policy, again looking forward to that and the interplay between them. We'll take a brief break at 11, then we'll go into a perennial favourite in the New Zealand economic scene of housing and infrastructure, before our last panel on globalisation, which has taken on new significance, of course, with the events over the last weeks and particularly overnight. To start us off for the day, before we're joined by the Reserve Bank Governor, I'm going to welcome Professor Frank Scrimgeour, a distinguished Professor of Economics here at the University of Waikato, and also Head of our School of Accounting, Finance and Economics. I'll pass over to you, Frank. Welcome.
Thank you, Matt. Tēnā koutou katoa. May I add my welcome to this second day of the forum. It is a great opportunity for us as we build on the depth of analysis and see how the different parts of our conversation fit together. As we move into this day, I'd like to remind you of the famous saying of that economist and educator Alan Blinder, that we need hard heads and soft hearts if we are to really address the major challenges of our age. I'd also remind you of Nobel laureate James Buchanan, who reminded us that we need to address the big questions and get those fundamentally right, and spend less of our time focusing on specific levers or real-world observations or complicated econometric models if we are to make progress. However, we do need to use these skills, but we do need more than good attitudes and kindly aspirations. Action, analysis, execution, planning and persuasion, increased understanding. Making progress in all of these areas requires us to have engaging conversations. And so this event today, it's a point in time when we can grapple with these important issues, which we must grapple with. But we are part of a longer term conversation. And I believe that what we're doing today builds on the legacy of Brian Philpott and Brian Easton, who've spent a lifetime trying to enhance the economic literacy of this nation. And so now it is our opportunity to participate. Yesterday we heard from academics and officials. We heard from business people and labour representatives. We heard from retired politicians. We have more of the same today, joined by bank economists and others. But the challenge for us is to engage, to listen, to put the difficult questions on Slido, to, if you like, to suck the juice out of the orange and spit out the pips so that we might make progress. We have this conversation, as I said, as part of history, and history hits us in various forms. We've watched emerging destruction in Europe overnight, and it's a reminder to us all that we need to listen and speak and listen again, and then act with focus and integrity. I welcome you all to your participation today. and I personally am enthusiastic to hear your voices. So back to you, Matt. Thank you.